Can you believe it's been 27 years since Rush Hour first hit our screens? In this video, we take a nostalgic ride back in time to see how the iconic cast of Rush Hour 1, 2 and 3 have changed over the years, and where they are now in 2025. Get ready for some surprising transformations. Ken Leung played Sang, the ruthless second-in-command to crime lord Juntao. He's the antagonist who first confronts Inspector Lee at the Hong Kong harbour and later disguises himself as an LAPD officer to help kidnap Soo Young. His arc ends when James Carter shoots him in the climactic final battle. He was a memorable foil to both Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. Ken Leung, now 55, has built a diverse career across film, TV and stage. He starred as Miles Straum on Lost, played Eric Tao on HBO's Industry, and in 2024 appeared as Commander Zhao in Netflix's Avatar: The Last Airbender. In 2025, he appears in Last Days, a biographical drama, and is also linked to blockbuster films like Joker, Folie à Deux, and the upcoming project Hail Mary. As Inspector Lee, Chan is a disciplined Hong Kong detective sent to Los Angeles to assist in rescuing a Chinese consul's kidnapped daughter, but the FBI sidelines him and assigns him to LAPD Detective Carter. After clashing at first, Lee teams up with Carter to crack the case through martial arts brilliance and comedy chemistry. His role helped launch Jackie into global stardom. At age 71, Chan continues starring in high-profile films. He's featured in Panda Plan 2024 and A Legend 2024, and in 2025 he reprises his role as Mr. Han in Karate Kid Legends. He remains committed to performing most of his own stunts and shows no signs of retiring, even as he receives prestigious honours like the Pardo alla Carriera Award at Locarno. Tom Wilkinson starred as the secret villain Thomas Griffin, also known as crime boss Juntao. Wilkinson's turn as the British diplomat turned mastermind was a standout slot in his eclectic career. After Rush Hour, he earned acclaim in films like The Full Monty, for which he won a BAFTA, In the Bedroom, Michael Clayton, Batman Begins, and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Tom Wilkinson died suddenly at home in London on December 30th, 2023, at age 75. His wife and daughters were with him. He passed away of a cardiac arrest, leaving behind a rich legacy across stage and screen. Tzi Ma played Consul Solon Han, the Chinese diplomat whose daughter is kidnapped in Los Angeles. Tzi Ma's dignified performance grounds the film's emotional stakes. He later reprised Han in Rush Hour 3 and went on to powerful roles in The Farewell, Tiger Tail and Arrival, showcasing his versatility and depth. As of 2025, Tzi Ma is still actively working. He voices Mr. Liu in the animated series Invincible Season 3 and recently wrapped filming for The Chinatown Diner, post-production. At age 63, he remains a beloved character actor, bridging mainstream blockbusters and acclaimed indie projects. Chris Tucker played Detective James Carter, the fast-talking, wisecracking LAPD officer, paired with Jackie Chan's Inspector Lee. Tucker's energetic delivery and street-smart humour made Carter unforgettable and helped make Rush Hour a breakout hit, turning him into one of Hollywood's highest-paid stars at the time. As of 2025, Chris Tucker is back on stage doing stand-up with his Legend tour, touching cities across the US. He returned to films in 2023 in Air playing Nike executive Howard White and continues to be selective about acting roles, choosing projects that align with his values. Chris Penn plays Clive Codd, a small-time arms dealer arrested in a failed sting operation. Penn's career spanned dozens of supporting roles, often as tough or troubled characters in films like Reservoir Dogs, The Funeral, Corky Romano, and Starsky and Hutch. Tragically, Chris Penn died on January 24, 2006, at age 40. A coroner attributed his death to non-specific cardiomyopathy, a weakened, enlarged heart, and noted that prescription medications, including promethazine with codeine, were contributing factors. His death was ruled accidental. Rex Linn appears briefly as FBI agent Dan Whitney, partner to Agent Russ, delivering a one-liner that stings more than the antagonist. Although a small role, Rex's Agent Whitney added a sharp comedic edge to the FBI subplot. That cameo followed a career built on playing law enforcement figures in films like Cliffhanger and Clear and Present Danger. As of 2025, Rex Linn is thriving. He plays Emmett, the short order cook, in NBC's hit sitcom Happy's Place, hosts the 2025 Western Heritage Awards in Oklahoma, and continues recurring roles on Young Sheldon and Better Call Saul. He's also known and often seen with longtime partner Reba McEntire. His 40-year journey shows no signs of slowing down. Mark Rolston plays FBI Special Agent Warren Russ, partnered with Agent Dan Whitney in the FBI subplot. Though a brief appearance, Rolston's icy stare and no-nonsense delivery added realism to the FBI presence and reflected his signature character actor style seen in The Shawshank Redemption, Aliens, RoboCop 2, and more. As of 2025, at age 68, Mark Rolston remains active. He's continued his voiceover work, most notably as Lex Luthor in Young Justice, 2010-2022, and Deathstroke in Batman, Arkham Origins, and Night. On screen, he recurred as Lieutenant Don Thorne in Bosch and Bosch, Legacy, now concluded, and made appearances in Ahsoka in 2023. He's also a featured guest at several 2025 comic conventions, including Pasadena Comic Con and Nickel City Con. Elizabeth Pena plays Detective Tanya Johnson, the eager bomb squad technician who gets on Carter's nerves with her sharp wit. Pena enjoyed a celebrated career across film and TV, starring in La Bamba, Jacob's Ladder, Lone Star, and voicing Mirage in The Incredibles. On TV, she guest starred in Modern Family as Gloria's mum Pilar and directed episodes of Resurrection LVD. Elizabeth Pena passed away on October 14, 2014 in Los Angeles at age 55. Her death certificate cites cirrhosis of the liver due to alcohol, complicated by acute gastrointestinal bleeding, cardiogenic shock, and cardiac arrest. Her death was later classified as accidental. She left behind a legacy of powerful and genre-crossing performances. Philip Baker Hall plays Captain Bill Deal, Detective Carter's no-nonsense FBI supervisor who assigns him to hang with Jackie Chan's Inspector Lee as punishment. A highly respected character actor, Hall built a 6-decade career with standout roles in Seinfeld as library cop Lieutenant Bookman, and in films including Hard Eight, Boogie Nights, Magnolia, The Truman Show, and Zodiac. Philip Baker Hall died on June 12, 2022, in Glendale, California, at age 90. His death was due to complications from emphysema, and he passed away peacefully, surrounded by family. He never formally retired, working steadily into the early 2020s, leaving behind a legacy of gravitas, humour, and unforgettable presence. John Lone plays Ricky Tan, the suave triad crime lord and betrayer of Inspector Lee's father. Tan is introduced as a former Hong Kong police detective turned triad boss, chilling, elegant, and central to the sequel's plot. As of 2025, John Lone is retired from feature films. His last major screen role was in War, 2007. He continues to be celebrated for classics like The Last Emperor, M. Butterfly, and Rush Hour 2. Though largely out of the spotlight now, he remains a respected figure in Asian American acting history. Zhang Ziyi plays Hu Li, a deadly triad assassin working for Ricky Tan. She brings an icy elegance to her fight scenes, walking into the casino with a bomb in hand, then later confronting Carter and Lee in a chilling climax. Her role added stylish menace to the sequel. As of 2025, Zhang Ziyi is still making major waves. Her crime drama She's Got No Name premiered at Cannes 2024 and opens at the Shanghai Film Festival in June 2025. She recently won Most Influential Filmmaker at the Weibo Movie Awards, and in July became a global ambassador for luxury watchmaker Jaeger LeCoultre. She's also shifting into directing. Her first full-length feature, Swimming 100 Meters from the Coast, is set for release in 2027. Rosalind Sanchez plays Agent Isabella Molina, an undercover US Secret Service agent who aids Lee and Carter in taking down a triad money laundering operation. Her smart, independent Agent Molina added depth, charm, and a touch of romance to the film, helping break stereotypes about Latina characters in Hollywood. As of 2025, the 52-year-old Puerto Rican multi-hyphenati is thriving as an actress, producer, writer, and singer-songwriter. She stars as Elena Rourke on Fantasy Island 2021 to 2023, hosts a popular Spanish-English podcast with her husband Eric Winter, and is filming the horror feature The Third Parent, set to release in late 2025. She remains a vocal advocate for Latinx representation in entertainment. Alan King plays Stephen Rain, a corrupt casino tycoon who partners with the Triads and meets his end at Ricky Tan's hands. A celebrated comedian and character actor, King often joked that this role was the only time his grandchildren thought he was cool. Off-screen, his long career included stand-up, Broadway, TV roasts, films like Casino, and producing shows like The Lion in winter. Alan King passed away on May 9th, 2004 in New York City at age 76 from lung cancer following decades of cigar smoking. He left behind a formidable legacy across comedy, stage, film, and literature. Harris Yulin plays Agent Sterling, a slick Secret Service agent who clashes with Inspector Lee and Detective Carter. Yulin's portrayal of Sterling added tension and gravitas to the sequel. A veteran character actor, he was known for memorable roles in Scarface, Ghostbusters 2, Clear and Present Danger, Training Day, and a standout arc on Ozark. Yulin passed away in New York City on June 10th, 2025, at age 87 due to cardiac arrest. He was still due to start filming the MGM series American Classic. Known also for his Broadway and teaching work, Yulin leaves a legacy of understated authority and decades of unforgettable character roles. Don Cheadle appears as Kenny, a kung fu master who runs a Chinese restaurant and helps Carter and Lee crack the money laundering case. Kenny and Lee spar in a fun fight, bonding over martial arts roots. Though brief, the role inspired Kendrick Lamar's nickname, Kung Fu Kenny, a nod to Cheadle's character. As of 2025, at age 60, Cheadle continues to juggle acting, producing, and activism. He starred as Sean Charles in Unstoppable, released late 2024, streaming January 2025, and is set to play James Rhodey Rhodes in Armor Wars, filming through mid-2025. Off-screen, he remains a UN Environment Programme Goodwill Ambassador and co-founded Not On Our Watch, advocating for climate and humanitarian causes. Max von Sydow appears as Varden Reynard, the corrupt head of the World Criminal Court secretly aligned with the Triads. Though a brief cameo, his signature gravitas lent the franchise an elevated touch, typical of an actor whose career ranged from The Seventh Seal to Star Wars, The Exorcist, and Game of Thrones. Sadly, Max von Sydow passed away on March 8, 2020 in Provence, France, at age 90. While no specific cause was publicly confirmed, he died peacefully of natural causes. He left behind a body of work spanning over 60 years and more than 100 films, often turning even small roles into unforgettable moments. Hiroyuki Sanada plays Kenji, a Yakuza boss and formidable adversary to Jackie Chan's Inspector Lee. Though brief, his sleek presence and katana-wielding moves left a strong mark. Sanada had by then already established himself in Hollywood through martial arts roles in films like The Last Samurai and The Wolverine. As of 2025, at age 64, Hiroyuki Sanada is internationally celebrated. His lead and co-producer role in FX's Shogun has earned record-breaking Emmy wins, including his Emmy and Golden Globe for lead actor in a drama. He's set to return for season 2, production starting 2026, continues to champion cultural authenticity in storytelling, and was named among Time's 100 most influential people of 2025. Yvonne Attal plays George, a French taxi driver who becomes an unlikely ally to Lee and Carter in Paris. Initially disdainful of Americans, George eventually embraces their energy and even sings the national anthem before driving our hero duo into the fray. A humorous multicultural tritagonist in the threequel. As of 2025, Attal has blossomed as both actor and filmmaker. He co-starred in the French miniseries of Money and Blood, premiered late 2023, and co-wrote the 2023 thriller breaking point. He's also featured in Netflix's 2025 police drama Squad 36 and continues to helm acclaimed French-language films. Nomi Lenoir plays Geneviève, aka Shai Shen, a French burlesque performer entangled with the triad who becomes Detective Carter's love interest. Her character provides both glamour and wit. Carter even quips about her surprised identity under a wig. Though a smaller part, it made a memorable mark in the Paris set third installment. As of 2025, the 45-year-old French model actress has shifted toward advocacy and candid storytelling. She has publicly shared her journey with alcoholism, describing it openly as a lifelong illness in a 2025 Konbini profile. While acting less frequently, she continues as an ambassador for the French Federation of Guide Dog Associations and remains a voice for mental health awareness. Roman Polanski makes a surprising cameo as Commissaire Révy, a French police officer who gives Inspector Lee and Detective Carter an unwelcome Parisian welcome, and even performs a comedic cavity search. The perpetually controversial director was cast by Brett Ratner, who wrote the part specifically for him. His short scene, beating up our heroes with phone books and then taking undeserved credit, stands out as one of the more bizarre cameos in the franchise. Community opinion has remained divided, with some calling the cameo tone-deaf, especially in hindsight. As of 2025, Polanski, now nearly 92, remains politically and artistically contentious. His most recent directorial work, The Palace, Venice 2023 premiere, encountered resistance and casting challenges due to long-standing legal and moral controversy. He stayed largely behind the camera after that. A civil lawsuit from 2023 was settled in late 2024. Polanski still resides in France, maintaining dual Polish-French citizenship, and remains barred from the US. Japanese actress Yuki Kudo plays Jasmine, also known as the Dragon Lady, a seductive triad assassin who nearly kills Inspector Lee and attempts to drop Soo-young from the Eiffel Tower. Jasmine lures Lee under the guise of help, then betrays him in a chilling reveal. Despite limited screen time, Kudo's poised yet deadly presence made her a memorable secondary antagonist in the trilogy. As of 2025, the 54-year-old Kudo continues her acting career in Japan. Her recent work includes starring roles in 3 new series set to air in 2025, One Last Sin, Prestige, and Siko Siko. She also appeared in films like El Harifa 2, El Remontada, 2024. Outside acting, she remains active as a singer and occasional producer. Towering Chinese basketball star Sun Mingming appears as the Kung Fu Giant, a formidable dojo member who faces off with Lee and Carter. At 7'9" in, he and Chris Tucker spar in a memorable dojo sequence, the world's tallest professional basketball player lending both presence and unexpected agility to the scene. As of 2025, Sun Mingming has retired from basketball but remains a cultural icon. After playing professionally in China, the US, Japan, and Mexico, he has transitioned into occasional acting roles, credited in films like The Thousand Faces of Dunjia and Funny Soccer, and continues public advocacy as one of the tallest married couples in the world. Julia Shu portrays Su Young-han, the Chinese consul's young daughter who's kidnapped in Los Angeles. Julia was 11 when filming, the same age as her character. She sings the song Fantasy in the car before being abducted, a brief but memorable role that helped launch the story. After Rush Hour, she appeared only in a 2001 short film 3 Exits before stepping away from acting. Julia then studied business at USC and earned an MBA at UCLA. As of 2025, she works in human resources for tech firms like Hulu and Snap Inc., embracing a private but successful life far from Hollywood. Thank you all for tuning in and watching our content today. Your support means the world to us and keeps us motivated to bring you the best. If you enjoyed what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. We appreciate each and every one of you and look forward to sharing more with you soon. Have a great day.